Passenger rights in car accidents under Colorado law. When it comes to car accidents, understanding your rights as a passenger is crucial. Unlike drivers, passengers don't face allegations of liability, which generally makes recovering compensation a smoother process. However, it's still important to be aware of your passenger rights to ensure they're protected in the aftermath of a collision. Determining liability in Colorado car accidents. Colorado operates under a fault system. This means that the person primarily responsible for the accident is accountable for related expenses and damages, typically covered by insurance. Every Colorado driver is mandated to carry a minimum level of bodily injury and property damage insurance. As a passenger, you don't need to prove fault to be eligible for compensation, as you didn't cause the accident. Nevertheless, the insurance companies involved may attempt to deny your claim or refuse to accept liability for their insured to compensate you for your injuries. The Denver car accident attorneys at our law firm are experienced advocates for injured passengers. Contact us today for a free consultation. Seeking compensation for passenger injuries. If you sustain injuries as a passenger in a car accident, you have the right to seek financial benefits from one or more car insurance companies. Depending on the circumstances, you may tap into the insurance of the driver of your vehicle, the driver of the other vehicle, and/or a third party. Accessing the driver's insurance. Your primary source of financial recovery is the car insurance of the driver of your vehicle. Generally, this policy covers all passengers present during the crash, unless there's a specific policy exclusion. Pursuing the other driver's insurance. If you believe the other driver is at fault, you can file a claim with their insurance provider. In Colorado, a minimum of $50,000 in bodily injury liability insurance per accident is mandatory. However, in cases with multiple injured passengers, it may be challenging to secure an adequate amount to cover medical expenses. Holding both drivers responsible. In situations where both drivers share responsibility for the crash, you can hold them both accountable for your losses. This approach can be particularly helpful when multiple passengers are involved. Third-party liability. If a third party, such as a trucking company, the government, or a vehicle part manufacturer, is found responsible for the crash, you can seek compensation from their insurance provider. Understanding family member exclusions. Certain car insurance policies include a household exclusion clause, which limits coverage for family members or household members of the driver. If you're injured due to the negligence of a family member, you may only be eligible for compensation if the other driver is at fault. Passenger liability in car accidents. While rare, it is possible for a passenger to be held liable for a car accident. This typically occurs when there is evidence demonstrating that the passenger directly contributed to the crash, such as taking control of the wheel or obstructing the driver's view of the road. In the majority of accident claims, passengers will not be responsible for their own injuries in a motor vehicle collision. Dealing with comparative fault. If the insurance company attempts to assert your liability for the accident, comparative fault, seeking legal assistance may be necessary. In Colorado, comparative fault doesn't prevent you from seeking compensation, but it can affect the amount you're eligible to receive. A lawyer can help ensure you receive the compensation you deserve as a passenger involved in a car accident. Contact Front Range Injury Attorneys to discuss your passenger injury claim. If you were injured as a passenger in a car, we can help. These claims often involve multiple insurance companies who want to point the finger at the other driver for liability. Our experienced accident attorneys can advocate for your rights to compensation for your injuries, medical bills, lost wages and other damages. Under Colorado law, you have the right to pursue full and fair compensation for your damages even if you are the passenger of the liable driver. Let our trusted lawyers help you get what you deserve and handle the complex insurance claims. Contact Front Range Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation with our Denver lawyers.